dedicated to increasing your brand exposure. Monique Lewis Management enhances and increases visibility and exposure for socially responsible brands via press mentions, social media marketing, celebrity collaborations, partnerships, and strategic campaigns. Monique Lewis Management's publicity and marketing campaigns have raised over $10 million in investments, sponsorships, and grant funding for clients. For more information, contact Monique Lewis Management at globalprsolutions.net or call 646-470-4806 and increase your brand today.
Welcome to this episode of the Outfront Podcast with host Vince Noble, the podcast that gives emerging leaders and career transitioning individuals the information and inspiration to thrive and become their best. For sponsorship and advertisement opportunities, please contact info@nobleresolutions.com. And now, your host, Vince Noble.
I want to acknowledge each and every one of you who is stepping into your authentic power today.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Outfront Podcast. I am your host, Vince Noble. Hey, I am super excited that you decided to spend some of your time with me on today. Hey, listen, you could have been doing a host of other things right about now, but if you're listening to this podcast right now, that means that you decided to spend some of your time with me, and I don't take that lightly. And so, hey, can you believe that we are near the end of 2021? It's kind of hard to believe. But, you know, I do realize that 2021 has still served us all up a nice plate of difficulty, right? You know, even with the pandemic, thing is still going on. You know, I refer to it as this mental marathon that we all have collectively, you know, had to deal with it on many different levels. And, you know, it has been challenging, but the fact of the matter is we all have, you know, exercised levels of resiliency, if you will, that quite frankly, many of us didn't even think we had the capacity to even do, but yet we're here. And so we end of 2021, and we're faced with what's next to come in 2022. And I happen to believe that, you know, for a great deal of people that, you know, they still will begin to manifest the things that they thought was no longer even possible in their lives. And so, you know, I want to share with you today, you know, what I often refer to as some of my own personal mindset hacks that has served me well over the years, and quite frankly have served me in some of the most dark and challenging times of my own personal life. But I want to share those with you, and I also wish you an abundance of success and well-being in the year to come. So hey, listen, we have a lot to unpack in this episode, so let's go.
Shouts out to Vince Noble. What up? That's the big homie. Help me stack when my pockets was flat. Now I got a grip on me. Information, motivation, inspiration. Make sure that you avoid elimination. Renovation of your finances. I done had more than 5 chances. Vince got more than 5 answers. A celebration. Let's hire dancers. All this good game you bet not bypass. Out front. Yep, that's the podcast.
I believe it all starts with the inner game. What we have on our inside will eventually reflect what we have on the outside. So in other words, in order to achieve the level of success you're looking for, you know, you're always going to have to start with changing what is on the inside. See, a lot of times, many of us look to the external environment as the number one contributing factor as to impeding or preventing us from achieving that which we're seeking to do. I happen to believe that, you know, when we begin to change what is on our inside, more than not, we develop the capacity to begin to craft this sort of environment that is conducive to us achieving that which we're seeking to achieve. And it doesn't matter what you want, whatever it is, more money, a better job, increase your knowledge and education. Whatever it is, my friend, it's always going to require you to do something different. So my question to you would be, what is that one thing? What is that one thing you're willing to commit yourself to today that says, going into 2022, I am going to do this different? Because, my friend, whatever it is that you're seeking to do, it's going to require you. It's going to require you to do something different, something that you haven't done before, something that you may not like doing, something that you may not necessarily be prepared to do, but you have recognized this is the one thing that I must do, whatever it is. You see, you being the person that you are right now is not going to get you to the next level. Whatever that next level, your next level, not your best friend next level, not your cousin next level, not your mother's next level, whatever it is you determine, because you determine your own level of success, and whatever that next level is based on your own interpretations and perceptions about what it is you must do, you must begin to be a different person, because you can't be the person that you are now. You can't be the person that you are right now. So would you agree today that you are not going to be that person you desire to be by being the same person? You have to come to some level of agreement with yourself and say that, which says that I agree with myself that the person that I am right now today and the person that I desire to be, it's going to take me doing something different. And right now, I am not that person that I desire to be. In whatever area of your life, that's totally for you. But it takes growth in anything. It takes growth. And as you grow, you become better in being the person that you desire to be. And that person then begin to achieve whatever it is that they desire. So what is the vision and your mission and your goals that you're focused on going into the new year? In other words, part of that, the work that you begin to do on the inside, the inner game, you begin to develop the vision, which develop the mission and your goals. So going into this year, you should already have begun to think about, what is my vision for 2022? What is my number one, number two, number three goals that I want to achieve for 2022? And align my life mission with that vision and those goals that I want to achieve for myself, for my family, for my business, or whatever the case may be. Where are you looking to go? Where are you looking to go 2022 and beyond? What is your next 5 moves? What will your next 5 moves require of you? And so where are you going? Where are you looking to go? That's the vision. What is your vision for the future? 3 months from now, 6 months from now, this time next year? Or will you be the same person that you are 12 months from now that you are today? Because, my friend, no matter who you are or what you are, or what capacity you function in right now today, there's always another level. There's always something else we can learn. There's always something else we could do better. There's always a greater impact that we could have on others. What is it? What is your vision, your mission, your goals? Because it's not always about what it is you want, you desire, but because we have to be in a different mindset and capacity to affect and impact others, what it is you still must be required to do as a result of that. So in other words, why are you doing this? Once you develop the vision, I want to do this, I must do this, this is required of me, then the next question becomes, why are you doing this? That's your mission. Why are you doing this? What is your mission? Is it just to impress someone else? I mean, that's a question for yourself. And I happen to think that, this is the right time to do it as we approach the new year. What does the new year look like for you? Again, what is your mission? Because for some, their mission may be just to impress others. Get on social media, your Instagram, your Twitter, or your Snapchat, or whatever the case may be, just to impress others. So if your mission is just to impress someone else, because if it is, chances are, if it even happens, it won't last. So what is your goals? I want to publish that book this year. I want to earn an additional $50,000, $100,000. What is it? Because I believe you're only going to hit what you're aiming at. So what is it that as we close out this year that you have determined, these are the things, these are my goals, this is what I'm aiming at going into the new year? You see? So what is it that you desire? And what is it that you desire that's going to require you to do something different? It is important for us to understand the mission, the vision, and the goal. I happen to believe whatever it is that you're deciding right about now, that it is something that you desire to do, and you're moving from one level to the next or one place to the next, whatever that may be, whatever that mission, that vision, that goal you have for yourself moving forward, it will require you to engage in a new level of discipline. You see, my friend, I believe the discipline is what makes it all possible. The discipline makes it possible. The discipline will require you to do things that you know you must do, but you don't want to do it. The discipline makes it all possible. Of course, you need some instruction with that. But believe me, the discipline, when it get down to it, when it get tough, when it get hard, when you get discouraged along the way, the discipline will make it happen. The vision, the mission, and the goal tied in. The vision, the mission, and the goal tied in with the discipline makes it possible. See, discipline it's always doing something you know you should do. You know you should do it, and you don't want to do it, but you do it anyway. What areas of your life are you lacking in? What areas are you lacking in discipline? Come on now, because we all have been there. I've been there myself. What areas are you lacking in discipline? Is it study time? Perfecting your craft? Is it dedicating the time that you know you should be dedicating your time to perfecting your craft? Is it your eating habits? Is it lack of exercise? Is it too much time on social media or television? What is it? What about it? Because again, I believe the discipline is what makes it possible. Being disciplined in the areas where you know you lack is required. What areas you know that you're lacking? Again, I'm speaking from a very personal perspective. because I believe the discipline was the one thing that took me from one level to the next. And I realized and I recognized, and I did something about it when I recognized what areas in my life was lacking discipline. That's a requirement. You can talk about all the great things that you're planning to do, and you're here all the great and wonderful resolutions that people have going into the new year. And 6 to 12 weeks into the new year, they've really forgotten all about it. Why? Because they lack the discipline. They don't line up with the discipline that's required. You have to be real about this. So, in other words, discipline again will enable you to do what you don't want to do, and you must do, and you do it anyway. And so I believe the way you do anything is the way you do everything. Back in my military days, that I used to say that a lot. And I'd said it a lot to myself first before I began to say it to others. The way you do anything is the way you do everything. So I believe that's why it is so important to work on your discipline. And when you decide to work on your discipline, it will be key to your success. It's going to be key to your success, the discipline. The discipline is what makes it possible. So I tell you today, my friend, you must work on the areas that you know for yourself that is lacking discipline. And so when you get that figured out, you got to find a way to keep the energy up. Focus on your energy. Stay focused on your energy, because again, we're still faced with many challenges going into the new year. And if you don't focus on your energy and what it takes to have you perform at a high level, will require a certain level of passion and energy from you as well. And you're only going to do that by staying focused. You see, your energy must always be in your focused area. Pay attention to how your energy is depleted. Pay attention to how your energy is depleted. And sometimes the way your energy is depleted is because of the circles and the environment that you put yourself in that is not conducive to what you're trying to bring about. You have to stay focused, my friend, and pay attention to the things that deplete your energy. And pay attention to how your energy is boosted to another level. What are those things that give you an energy boost? We hear a lot about that. It gave me an energy boost. So get around those things that gives you a good energy boost and allow you to stay focused on the things that you want to accomplish. It's going to require some consistency. Again, once you have the mission, the vision, and the goal, it's going to require discipline. And the discipline is what makes it all possible. You're going to have some energy. Pay attention to your energy levels and the things that deplete your energy, as well as the things that give you an energy boost. And then it's being consistent. Being consistent. Be committed with consistency. People who fall off, they don't commit. They don't commit. They don't stay focused long enough. They don't stay focused and execute the things that will take them closer and closer to their goals with consistency. You see, people tend to fall off because they lack the discipline. They lose focus. They don't have the energy. The energy levels have been depleted because of the people, places, and things that they know they still associated with in some instances, and it depletes you. You should be getting eventually at this point closer to the things that you want to achieve in your life, and you should be knowing exactly what it is you must do going into the new year. You should be knowing exactly what that is at this point. You shouldn't be sitting on the sofa for any length of time and say that I am bored. No, my friend, you're not bored. You lack the purpose. You lack the discipline. You're lacking the vision. You're lacking the goals. You're lacking the energy. I don't say this to be hurtful, because what I say today, it applies to me myself. You know, people who lose their focus, they eventually quit, and they will move on to something else. What are you willing to commit to, my friend? What are you willing to commit to? And don't just be interested in something that you think you want to do next year, right? Just don't be interested in it, because I believe interested people, they don't truly commit. And they don't stay focused before they decide to move on to something else. And so I tell you today, remember, my friend, the vision, the mission, and the goal. What is your vision, your mission, and your goals? And let nothing take you away from your vision, your mission, and your goal. And if you're getting around people that you feel depleted in some way, that you're losing your focus, you're losing your energy, you're losing your drive, you need to shift. You need to shift away. The vision, the mission, and the goals. Because the reason you got to remember your vision, your mission, and the goals, because along the way, as you begin to experience certain levels of success, it's easy to get distracted. You'll pick up new habits. You'll pick up random friends. You'll start to develop new hobbies and habits that take you away from the vision, the mission, and the goals. As you experience certain levels of success, if you don't be mindful, you don't watch out, you'll begin to pick up new habits and new hobbies and new people in your life that you call friends. And they begin to take you away from your vision, your mission, and your goals. And I submit today, the reason why probably up abundance of individuals today that didn't achieve that which they said they was going to achieve today, despite a pandemic, the reason they didn't do it was because of other people. Random people that they picked up along the way that caused them to lose focus. That's what happened. Your hobbies, your recreational time, certain relationships, each of those are a compromise. I really have to say that again, because again, I am speaking from experience here. Your hobbies, your recreational time, certain relationships, each of those are a compromise and a sacrifice to your vision, your mission, and your goals. So you have to ask yourself today, do you want the hobby? Or do you want the social media? Or do you want to achieve the vision, the mission, and the goal more than anything else? Because today, my friend, I tell you, everything in this life has a trade-off. Do I want A more than I want B? Do I want A more than I want B and C? You see, the best performers on the planet, they have learned to rid themselves of distractions. Love them or hate them, they understand how to deal with distractions that hinder, that impede the progress of the vision, the mission, and the goal. Until next time, my friend, listen, I wish you continue peace, love, and all the prosperity in the new coming year.
We certainly hope that you enjoyed today's episode. So make sure to join our Facebook group, Out Front with Vince Noble. And don't forget to comment, rate, share, and subscribe on the Apple Podcast or wherever you listen to download your podcast. Until next time, remember, you still get to write your own life story.